Chapter 1. When we found out that Holly Dalton in Year 10 was throwing an epic end-of-year house party with a 90s fancy dress theme, the girls and I knew we had to go all out. The only reason I even got an invite was because Holly has a mega crush on my big bro Anand, Gag. So, as lowly Year 9s, we had to really earn our spot at the party. And we do that by creating the greatest fancy dress costumes that Northstone Academy had ever seen. We spent weeks planning our outfit. Gifty made mood boards of different themes, the group chat was flooded with ideas, and our little foursome nearly had our first ever argument when it came to deciding what we'd finally do. We didn't actually fall out though. Like May's mum says, we're as thick as thieves. I thought she was insulting our intelligence until May explained it means we are super close. Then inspiration struck in the bath. Just call me Archimedes, or whichever dead white dude it was who jumped out of the tub yelling, "Eureka! I've got the best costume idea for Holly's party," I yelled into a voice note in our group chat. It was perfect. I had thought of something creative, original, and iconically 90s. Even better, there were exactly 4 of them in the group. No one else in our boring school would think of anything so brilliant. It was totally unique. Luckily, my friends agreed. Our outfit wouldn't come cheap, and it would take some serious arts and crafts know-how to bring it to life, but it would be worth it when we saw the look on everyone's faces at the party. We spent the last month of Year 9 buying brightly coloured felt, tin foil and thread. Gifty must have spent hours on her mum's sewing machine, but the time spent was worth it. When we saw ourselves in the mirror for the first time, Dawn laughed so hard that she busted a seam, and Gifty had to restitch it. The first inkling that we'd maybe, possibly, taken our fancy dress idea too far was when I showed Mum. I heard her come back from the office, her keys jangling as she placed them on the counter, and the kettle flicking on as she made her usual cup of peppermint tea to wind down from her day at the law firm. "Boo!" I yelled, jumping into the kitchen doorway. She screamed so loud that it made me scream, and for 3 full seconds we just stood there, screaming at each other. "Sunita, are you trying to give me a heart attack?" Mum said, clutching her chest. "It's my fancy dress outfit for tonight's party. You like? It's a 90s theme. We're going as..." "Yes, I can see what you're dressed up as." "I take it you and the girls are going as a set?" Mum asked. "Absolutely. Don't forget we're having a sleepover at Gifty's tonight. It's our last night out before you drag me to France for the summer." Mum rolled her eyes. "You know, most girls would be thrilled to be spending the summer in a genuine chateau." Maybe if it was just us, I thought. There was no point saying out loud. We'd had that argument before. This summer was a big one. It was our first time since our friendship began that all 4 of us weren't spending the summer holidays together. No pooling our money together for the bowling alley, no sneaking into 15-rated movies at the cinema, and no horror movie sleepovers. I was going to some tiny French village for several weeks with Mum, Anand and Brian the boar. It's not the first time we've been on holiday with Mum's boyfriend, but it'll be the first time he's bringing his son and daughter. We've never met them before, because they're usually banished to some boarding school in the Surrey countryside. I have no idea what we'll talk about. I don't know anything about skiing and caviar, or whatever it is posh people like to spend their money on. If holiday Anand is just like at-home Anand, then he'll spend the entire trip with his nose in some pretentious book pondering the meaning of life, and getting annoyed with me for breathing. Dawn was going to Performing Arts Summer School in London. Gifty was visiting her grandparents in Scotland, and May was staying right here in Kent. That's why it was so important to have a brilliant night at Holly's party. It might be the last laugh we had for the entire summer.